Hi guys, and welcome back to Symmetria. Now today's episode, like I said during the last episode, I'm taking a break from doing the church. I have been doing a little bit, so I'll just show you bits as I'm doing, but I'm not going to do a full episode on finishing that. But as you can see, I'm on the horse track. Now, we've been told that on the 27th is when we'll be doing the race, so that gives us about a week to get it finished, and there's quite a few sections, so I spent a bit of time working on this. Now, I couldn't record all of it, so I just thought I'd show you a few that I've done. And then I've got another section that I'm about to start that I'll do a bit more on this episode. As you can see behind me here is the beginning. It's not as fancy as the first section I did because I had quite a lot of time to spend on that, where this is a lot quicker. But it's mainly just to show the layout, and as you can see here, I had to. I couldn't help myself, but this bit here is just a pathway, and if I can run, you don't actually fall down the holes when you're running, especially on a horse, so it is fine. It doesn't get annoying. And then here I had to do Mario, it's just something that has to be done on Minecraft. Now, the Toad statue is a little bit bigger than I thought it would be, but, it looks like he's kind of part of the race, so it was quite fun. And then I've just done the floor like this, so it's kind of like Rainbow Road kind of thing. And then here it's just a few fences because it's a horse track. It has jumps on it. And then this area is just leads into where we did on the live stream with False. So it's looking quite good, but I'm going to head up to my other section now and carry on with a bit more building. Hopefully it'll be done soon. So I'm up at my fourth section, I think, of the horse track that I've been doing, and you can just see the path there. I've not really done anything too much, I've just built the path out, but this is the area I'm going to build quite a good thing. And I had a quick run around some areas of the track and I realised there isn't anywhere with a fork in the road. It's just direct all the way, so I thought it might be fun to have an area. So this in front was the original pathway, but I'm starting to dig these tunnels out here, and I possibly think of doing a fire and ice theme. Make them make a decision, but I have to find a way for people to not really cheat, because I was thinking of doing one round this side being an ice one to come out. So it kind of just goes round in a circle and comes out at the end, but one path being longer than the other, and this one could be the fire side, which then just goes round in this direction and kind of comes out directly opposite the... No, I'm not sure which one I'm going to do longer than the other, but I'll probably figure that out as I'm digging. So I've been doing some digging with a little bit of help from Bacon, who you've seen with me a minute ago. It's been helping me dig out the tunnels. Now, I will show this because I'm not actually going to publish this video until after the horse race, so I can show you inside the tunnels without anyone on the server actually being able to watch the video and see which one is the shorter one. Now I'm just editing the path here so it kind of slowly blends into the fire and ice. So as you can see here, I've got the netherrack on the floor and then the packed ice kind of just showing the split. And this area in front's going to be fenced off, but I'm probably going to have to put some fences on this gap somewhere to stop people going in. Now, the roof and the walls are not done. Obviously, I've just started it and I've got little fire bits everywhere, and this is the short tunnel. So it just comes up, it just goes directly down and up, and then leads into the jumps. So it's just that little area. Now this is where the ice one is. There's not too much done on it just yet, but we can head in there and have a look. This one, it's not a lot longer, but it's long enough that it would make a difference if you were close with someone in the race. Now I thought it was good going under the tunnel, making a tunnel under the water, which comes down here, and this area is dug out, but I've not actually done anything to it yet. I don't know whether I'm going to keep the snow or do something a bit different, make it a little bit more fancy rather than just plain white. I've used quite a lot of snow recently, but this comes around this area and then just up the steps here. And then it comes out right next to the fire one. It's a tiny bit further back, but not really much. So these are going to be fenced off when they're finished. Well, when I'm not here. So, and I've left the signs asking people not to come in. So hopefully, people will listen. No one will cheat. I'm hoping, because that kind of doesn't make it very fun. And I've got a few other ideas for areas that I've kind of started building and not finished yet, but I want to get this done and make sure it's perfect first, because I think it's going to look kind of funky when it's finished. As long as I don't run out of things, I might have to head into the nether and get some more netherrack. I've not got much left. And some other colours, probably some red clay and some different things. I was thinking of putting maybe some water fountains somewhere, maybe behind some blue glass in the ice one, when I've got this stairway figured out. I keep getting it wrong. It always ends up too high somewhere. Let's move this back a bit and then we can get this done. So I'm going to get this finished, and then we'll come back and show you a bit more when it's a bit more done, a bit more complete, and hopefully it works out okay. So I thought I'd show you what I've been doing here. Now, as you've seen a minute ago, I did that little lava fountain above the fire one, and I decided I needed some ice, so I'm trying to build kind of like a snowflake, but it didn't look right, so I'm just trying to add these little bits on. Just something that kind of stands out from further down the track, so you can see that something is coming up. I like to build things kind of big on it, then you can see it coming, rather, because if they just see it and it's small when they're on the race, they're actually going to be running, so you don't really get much chance to see the detail like you would if you see it from further away. So I'm hoping this actually looks okay when it's finished. I might need to put like a background on it or something, because I think just the packed ice snowflake standing on its own might look a bit strange. So I might use, I've still got a couple of stacks of snow, so I just might go one square behind with the snow, just so it gives it like a 3D effect, but it's not see-through. But I'll have to find a way to light up, because I don't want things spawning on this. It's already hard enough around this track because there is a lot of mobs everywhere. And yeah, there we go. That actually looks a lot better than I expected. It's turned out pretty good. Yeah, I was quite happy. It does definitely need the background, and possibly make the fire one a bit taller so it fits in with it, because the fire one's a lot smaller at the minute. So there is the fire and ice decision. Let's get going with a little bit more. So I had a bit of an idea to make it kind of obvious that it's a decision and you can't go forwards. I couldn't just have a fence in case people thought it was just a jump and they had to go over it. So I'm going to put some banners up. So I've just spent some time making some letter banners, kind of to make it more obvious, because if it's just a sign they can't really read it, especially when on a horse. Where if it's big letters on a banner, hopefully they'll be able to see it coming. So we have decide your fate, and then we have fire on one side and ice for the other. So I'll probably make a big fence, put the fence instead of one high, make it tall enough to put all the letters on, and it's kind of like a fence wall, and put the letters up there. So I was going to do them in black, but I don't really have any ink sacks, and I thought I'd do it in the blue and red, then it carries on with the fire and ice theme, because I've kind of used a lot of blues and reds in it, and then a few orange and them kind of colours that you need. So I'm going to head down there now. There is a portal that's been made, just it doesn't go to a base at this one, it's just a temporary one, that's right next to the start of the section. Oh, this wasn't here before. Bacon is turning the portal into a house, which is quite good. It was just an open portal. Which way am I going? This way. It was just a random portal, but to make it look pretty. Now this part here is the end of Bacon's section, and then just ahead here is the beginning of my section. I can't get over that bridge because it is a jump for the horses. And then I can't get out. Oh, creeper. Don't blow up the track, don't blow up the track. Oh, I've lost count how many times my sections have been blown up and rebuilt and blown up again. But yeah, here we have the beginning of mine. Now, I've not done much apart from the path. So this bit I'm just leaving with the cactuses. It shouldn't be dangerous really because it's just straight, and as you can see there's lots of mobs. This path here is probably going to have some tunnels on, but I need to think of design or think of some ideas what to do with that, but I think I'm going to put some red sandstone in. This bridge I'm probably just going to leave as it is. I know it's kind of boring and simple, but I might do something if I've got time, but there is another section of the track that I've been building that I've not quite finished yet. So here's the fire and ice part. As you can see, I made the top bit bigger, the fire bit bigger, and put the white, and this in front is just the temporary path for people to go through so they don't kind of dig the way into my iron bars. I will take the bars off, it's just to stop people going in for now. And yeah, this is probably not going to be used in the middle bit here. I don't know whether to build something, but you probably won't be able to see it much. I'm just going to make some more fences because let me just kill these skeletons. There's so many mobs I've gone through. I must have gone through 2 double chests of torches building this racetrack. But I need some more fences to put the banners on because it needs to be, I think, 6 high. Oh my god. About 6 high for the banners, maybe a bit more. But I'm going to get this finished and then I might have a run around some of the racetrack and show you some things. So I've just had a quick run around just to see if there's anything else I need to do while I'm taking a break, and I had to show this. This is Numbers base and this is crazy. I don't think the top is even in my render distance. You know, I can't see it. I think it might go all the way up to the build limit, but it's crazy. But I thought I'd stop here because Numbers lent me lots of acacia wood for building the roof on my church because I didn't really have much and it was taking a long time. So I just thought now it's done. I don't need any more, so I just thought I'd bring it back. I'm not sure where his storage is, so I just thought I'd leave it here because he's doing a lot of work on the racetrack. I can just put this in. But the racetrack's looking good so far. I've copied some of these arrow banners that he made because there's a few confusing areas around the track, and if someone's not ran it already to see it, it might get a bit confusing on the day. So I just put a couple of arrows in. We get rid of that now. I've copied it and brought it back. Just replace this sign there. So I just got some of each, and if I need more I can always copy more. Okay, so I'm going to have another run around the track and finish it, and hopefully it's all good. So here I am, finally at the beginning of the horse track. I thought I'd show you around it a little bit because when I'm doing the race I'm kind of going to be trying to win and not show you the sights. So, but here's the beginning, and as you can see it's right near my base. There's the ghast there, which is just the back end of it, so it's really close to where my base is. But yeah, this is the beginning, and this is where we're all going to be gathering on Saturday. I think it's at 10 PM British time. It's 11 PM where I am, so it's a little bit different depending on where you're watching it. But here we have, you can see the commentary tower at the side, and then the beginning. And I've got my banners ready for on the way around the track, just to stop and place things if I think it needs it. Hopefully there shouldn't be too many. I just brought a few of each. I have put a load around once already, but just in case there is any other bits I've missed. Now I don't know if they open automatically on the race or if you have to click them, but I'm going to fast forward some of this. I'll show you some of the main sites, but some of the smaller areas like this where we've just got a plain path, I'll just kind of fast forward it. So I think it takes about 15 to 20 minutes to race around the whole thing. but we'll do this, and hopefully it should be quite good. So here we've got the beginning of my first section on the track, which I've already showed you once. So as I said earlier, it's nice and easy to run over. I've still got some chests here, which I better see actually while I'm here. Yeah, I'll take all this stuff with me, and I don't have a silk touch, but I've got lots of iron ender, so I'll just take it and bring the obsidian back with me. Saves me coming back again later, and then we can carry on. So here we have the Rainbow Road part, as I showed you before, and you do go past quite fast on a horse. This is quite a slow horse. I need a new one. Maybe that's a bit faster. And this is the area we built on the live stream with False a few weeks ago now. It was quite a while ago, but it was quite fun, and it just heads up to the bridge, which we built here. Now you have to be careful because some of the wool does hit your head if you're not careful. And this is the other section. This is my big section, the first one I did, that I spent about 4 or 5 days building. Now I'm not sure about this lava here. This keeps burning down, so I've not bothered fixing it again. But this area somewhere might need a fence, because I think you can actually run in. I've already ran in once with a horse when I was going at full speed and I couldn't turn fast enough, so I think that side needs a fence on it. But I'll do that later. So we run through here. I've just put an arrow there so it's a bit more obvious into the bridge, and every time I run this, I run over the side and actually miss the pressure plates, which I'm hoping some people actually do hit it. There we go. And there we have our cheering section, which is working fabulous. Just into the flowery area here, and then there we have our water tunnel, which I didn't actually add anything to because it looks quite good as it is. And that's the end of that section for me. And this was RPG's section. It was building the bridge when I was doing my last section, but it does go all the way across now, because last time, well, when I was here building, it was just kind of a dead end. So this heads up, and some of the areas are just quite simple because there's kind of been a bit of a deadline. So some of them it is just someone's gone through and built just the path, which is all we need really for the race. But some have got a lot more on than others. Is this? I think I'll put a banner in this one somewhere. Oops, no, not there. I need it one up. I always forget you have to click the top part. If I can ever actually get this right. This one. There. Yeah. It's a bit better. We're up to the bridge now. This bridge goes over a jump, and I hate it because I always miss. Let's see if I can get lucky and actually do it. So we have to kind of jump here. Oh, I did it. I usually end up falling down into the water. I don't know if these horses are staying here or getting moved. And then we just go back up onto the trees again. As you can see, it's just marked out by a few fences. There's not really anything up here. I don't know whether this was marked out at the beginning and it was supposed to be a section to build, but this bridge wasn't here, so I just came with some wood planks and just put a path down so people are not falling, because it does slow you down quite a lot. And this is Shroomi's section. He's got a portal and some stuff up there. I think it's Shroomi. Let me just go and check the sign. I don't want to get it wrong. Yeah, it's Shroomi section. And he's built a custom village. Come on, horsey. Oh, no, not the lead. Let's get back on the racetrack. So, yeah, this is his village, which looks really quite good. It kind of reminds me of Mario Kart, which I love. It's kind of awesome. And then this section I'm going to be building soon, because there was going to be a tunnel here, but it's kind of blocked it in, so I'm guessing it's free. So I'm going to build. Well, I'm tempted to build some redstone because the only redstone I think on the track is my cheering section. So maybe I can build a redstone bridge. This one's dark solid. I think it looks really cool. It's all the blue glass. And I did try going down this bit backwards to get something and almost died. It's a bit too steep. But we'll run around this and I'll show you the next section when I get to my next one. So this is the beginning, well, the beginning of the fire and ice part. And now you can see I put the banners and things up and I think it's looking pretty good. There's a little gap in it for people to get through for now, but I don't want them going through the iron fences until the race. So probably just before the race starts, 10-15 minutes before, I'll come and just remove all the iron bars and make sure it's all fine. I've still got the roof section in the fire one to do, but I'm going to finish that a bit later. So I'll just head through here. If I can get over the fence, this is where the exits are, and carry on with a bit more of the track. So this section is actually by Casper's base, you can see here, and he actually found this part of the track before I knew there was a horse track. When I was building the base, I kind of came and had a walk around and found this path which just kind of ended here, and it's not carried on. But Numbers came, just like me, and took a load of sections when we got told we only had a week left, and he's been building this path, this part of the track, and I won't say this section because I think it's about 5 or 10 sections. He's used thousands of glass blocks. So we've just got the hospital here, and it runs really close. The portal's just there, so it's quite easy to get to this part of it. Where it's a nice view. It's nice outside the hospital. So we just run down here, and I'll show you when we get to the other side of it. Okay, so I'm still on this track, but I'm just about, as you can see here, getting to the other side of the base, and here we have my church. So it runs round, circles round the whole area. So from the hospital down there, it runs right round to Numbers base, and then here to the church. So we've got a really good view in it, and that window is looking fabulous. Now, I know I've not showed you the finished one, but I'll go through that in the next episode and just show you a little bit more, because I got the windows finished and the roof done kind of in between builds. I didn't mean to fall off the track, but I'll show you a bit more of that in the next episode. Okay, so we're getting actually quite near the end. There isn't actually a finish line yet. I think Rem was supposed to be doing it, but I'm not quite sure, as it's getting quite close to the race now. It's Thursday today, so we've got 2 days. But this is Ola's base from the other end. I've been here and shown a little bit of it when I was building the prank, but this is from the back end of it. So I added an arrow in here before just so people didn't get lost. But we go through his main room here, which is awesome. The detail in here is completely crazy. I love it. And then we head out into the forest, which is where I spent my time doing the prank, and it's still there. I didn't get rid of it. So Maybe I could just come and build a Danish flag in front of it and see if it notices, but that would take a lot more red wool. Now it splits here, and I think it was going this way. I was told back to spawn, so I just put the arrow in. And then we head up here, and it kind of doesn't continue from here. It's just his normal path, and then as we get up here, we get into the edge of the spawn area. So I don't actually know where it goes from here. I don't know if they're just going to build a finish line or if we're going to direct it back to the beginning. I don't know yet, so we'll have to find out about that and see where it's going to finish. So that's all I've got time for today. I'm back at the beginning of the horse track, and I did have a quick run around my my section again just to check the lava and put some fences up, and I lost another horse. My nice horse that I used to run around it is now dead. Rest in peace, horsey. But I lost my last diamond horse armor with it, unfortunately. Oh no! Go away, zombie! I'm trying to finish my video. Let's go hide inside. They're not letting me finish. Anyway, what was I saying? So my horse is now gone. You can see behind me, empty stable. So I'll have to go try and find a new horse. Hopefully one that's quite faster, because I don't want a slow one. I don't know whether any of these are spare. I think these might be just spare ones. So maybe I'll test some out to see if any of them are fast enough. But that's all I've got time for in this episode. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm always open to suggestions, and I'll be recording the horse race soon, and I think possibly False will be coming on to do another section of the track, so I'll try and record a little bit of that if I get the chance. And then hopefully we can get a few last little bits done before the server reset on the 7th of July. So don't forget to like if you like the video, and any comments are always appreciated, and I will see you guys next time.